Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, hello and welcome to my channel. Today we'll be painting a seascape painting, and I'm just so excited about this one because you know how much I love seascapes. So we will be using only a few colors today. Most of them, if not all, are familiar to most of you, and these are the colors that I'll be using for today's seascape painting tutorial. So we have, of course, lots of titanium white. Okay, excuse the other colors that you see on my palette. They are dried acrylics. Anyway, this is titanium white. We have phthalo blue, mid yellow. You can actually use cadmium yellow if you have that. And burnt sienna, and then phthalo green. So that's basically the colors that we'll be using for today's tutorial. As you can see here, my canvas is painted like sandy color type of paint. That's because it's an old painting of mine that I'm painting over, and I decided to paint it with some sandy colors because we'll be painting a seascape painting, so I might as well use the sand color, right? So it's just a mixture of white and burnt sienna. So I just used those colors to cover the old painting. So let's begin sketching first the subject. Actually, this is pretty wet. I cannot really do the sky. Oh, this is almost dry because, as you know, acrylics dry pretty quick. So I think I can do the sky, but then I must sketch first my subject. Okay. And I'll be using my small square brush to sketch it. And then just to let you know where things are gonna go. For the sketch part, I'll be using, okay, my phthalo blue plus green and yellow and then white. Okay. So this is it's like turquoise color. And I'm gonna identify where the horizon is gonna go, where everything else is gonna go. So they say, all right, I'm referring to other people. They say that the horizon should be above the middle line. It's always like that. Or it should be lower than the middle line, not the middle line itself. I really don't believe that because, again, I don't have any manual. I don't follow. Even if I have a manual, I'm not gonna follow it anyway. So I really don't care about where you place the midline as long as you like the positioning of things in what you see, right? I don't know. I may be wrong. I mean, who judges the science of art, right? It's the one who looks at the painting who judges it. But for me, I really don't mind placing my horizon line wherever I want it, as long as my intention is to focus on something. If I really want to focus on the sky, then my horizon will be really, really low, okay, to give my audience focus more on the sky. And if I want my audience to focus more on the waters, I'm gonna go and put the horizon line right above the middle section. And if I want balance, balance of focus between the two, then I'm gonna place it right in the middle. I don't know if that's just me, but then again, there's no rule with respect to my paintings, guys. I don't follow rules. So my horizon line will be here because we're referring to an image that I really like, okay? So I'm gonna link in the description box below the reference image for this tutorial. So this will be the horizon line. It's like an inch, it's like just an inch above the middle section. All right, like that. Okay, now I'm gonna use a bigger brush because I want to do things quite quickly when it comes to sketching and underpainting. So using the same color, I'm just gonna add white and then burnt sienna. I don't know if I mentioned burnt sienna during the intro of this video when I was introducing the colors, but we'll be using burnt sienna and then again more white. It's just like muting the greeny color. I'm gonna add a tiny bit of blue. All right, and as you can see, I'm applying the colors in a horizontal pattern. It's gonna be more browny down here. Okay, like that. Okay, now I'm gonna allow that first to dry. Or maybe not. I'm just gonna go and do some sandy portion. I'm gonna get my brown, then white again, and then some green, okay? Phthalo green, but more brown. And then black, tiny bit of black. I'm gonna use this color to connect the water and the sand part. Yeah, like that. It's like blending it. So it should be like that, okay? So I just blended the waters and the land portion. Okay, now I'm gonna allow things first to dry before we proceed to more detailing, okay? I'm gonna go and do the sky. And for the sky, I'm just gonna get my white and then phthalo blue. And then I'm gonna add tiny bit of black just to tone the blueness. We don't want super blue sky. We just want like almost cloudy type of sky. It's not cloudy, but the sky is muted. All right, I hope you can see that. Okay, I think I need more white because I already ran out of white. So I'm gonna use that to do the sky right here. Okay. I'm gonna move the cover. I'm just gonna all right. It's almost sunset here, but the sun is really striking my place that hard. I really hate when the sun is shining when I'm painting. All right, I'm gonna add more white this area. All right, like that. Okay, and now I'm gonna allow that first to dry. Let's go back to the water portion, but actually not the water portion, but we'll be doing some rocks. For the rocks, I'm just gonna get my black. Where's my black? There you go. Just use your pure black because we're just identifying where the rocks are gonna go. This is not the final look of the rocks. We'll be highlighting everything later. So just cover it. Actually, you can add tiny bit of burnt sienna. If you get bored with the black color, this is just the underpainting anyway. You can even add yellow, whatever color that you want, as long as you keep the dark tone. All right, like that. And we'll be using our palette knife later for texture of the rock or rocks. All right, we'll be doing a lot of rocks today. Like that. And then some small rocks right here on the shore. Again, this is not the color of the rocks that we're going for, but we're doing the underpainting. That's why we're using dark colors first. Okay, like that. So we already identified where the rocks are gonna go. Okay, now we're going to, I'm contemplating between doing the rocks detailing or the water detailing. Okay, maybe I'm just gonna go for the water first because it's still wet, so I might as well do the detailing on the water because it's already dry. And for that, I'll be using my pointy brush. It's not really pointy, but it's relatively pointy. It's size 2. So I'm gonna use my white, but I'm gonna mix that with a tiny bit of black to gray the color. Use your gray color first before you do the highlight or the pure white. So for that, this will take patience. I actually don't know what time we're gonna finish, but I don't care. I want to finish this in a manner that I want to finish it. I'm making my paints quite watery. Oops. Okay, that black paint is still wet. Again, guys, what we're doing is actually very preliminary to the final look that I'm going for. Definitely, this is not the final look that I'm going for. All right, like that. And I'm gonna leave it like that for now. Let's move on to detailing the rocks because Yeah, I want to detail the rocks now. Okay. I think it's safe now for me to open the curtains. I mean, to bring up the curtains. I don't know, I'm not sure. But maybe not. I don't like the sunlight hitting my painting. But anyway, let's continue. So I'm going to highlight the rocks now. I'm going to use yellow and then burnt sienna and then white. So using this color, I'm just gonna dab it onto certain areas that require some highlights, okay? Still pretty wet. I think I applied thick paints on the rocks, that's why it's still wet. Okay, as you can see, I'm very random when I'm doing highlights. I just enjoy this one. Okay, now I'm gonna get my pure burnt sienna. I'm gonna add to some areas right here. So we just apply some different values of browns. Some are dark brown, some are yellowy brown, some are light browns, but we take it one value at a time. So here. Okay, now I'm gonna make some gray brown. I'm gonna add white to this or light brown color, and then I'm gonna add black. Okay, like this maybe. I'm not sure. I'm gonna add more white perhaps, and let's see if it's work. If it works. Sorry guys. Okay, yeah, perfect. Again, apply it quite randomly. Some little highlights over here. Not too much though. Okay, now I'm gonna switch to black. Okay, let's add some black colors. By the way, guys, I really appreciate those who tag me on their paintings following my tutorial. I really appreciate it. I feel like that's one way of thanking me. It's not just saying thank you, but actually thanking me in a different way by tagging me on your posts. So I really appreciate that. I feel like I am being acknowledged. when you follow my tutorial. Thank you so much to those who have done that. I feel like I'm really helping you guys. Okay, so my book just fell. Also here. Alright, now I'm gonna use my palette knife because I love using my palette knife. So for the rocks, I'm gonna use my palette knife, but I'm gonna dab onto the gray browny color right here. So it's like muted brown. I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna try first, okay? I'm not sure if it's gonna work. Alright, it's working, I think. And I'm gonna make some random applications like that. I'm not going in any particular direction. I want the uneven edges. Uneven edges. Okay, I added more white actually. Like that. Okay. I'm gonna dab onto my black. Okay, I think I need more yellow. More yellow and brown, so that I really highlight some more areas. Okay, now I'm gonna dab onto my white. And I don't mind the mixing of my white with other colors. I want to really create some texture. I think this is too much. I'm gonna correct that one later. I really feel that it's too much. Now I'm gonna get some blue color. Phthalo blue plus white. I'm gonna add this blue on some areas because even if these are rocks, okay, there are some hints of blues that I see on the rocks. Just tiny bit. Okay, like that. All right, and then I'm gonna, okay, excuse me. All right. I'm gonna get more black. Okay, and then yellow, and then brown and white. Let's create some more light play. Right, like that. All right. We'll be going back to that later. Let's proceed to doing the waters again. Or maybe not. I'm just gonna detail some areas. Here. Right, like that. Then using my white, I'm gonna go and highlight the sky, this side. And create some small or little hints of clouds. We're not doing too much clouds today because we want to focus more on the waters, all right? So the clouds will be really minimal. So I'm gonna add, okay, that's too green. I'm gonna add hints of blues, not too much, just hints of like cerulean blue colors. I'm just gonna blend. Okay, I think I'm gonna redefine the horizon line. So I'm gonna use my phthalo blue, all right? Phthalo, and I'm gonna mix that with tiny bit of black, just tiny bit. And then I'm gonna add white. I don't want it super black. I'm gonna add some green. Maybe this color. It's muted turquoise. I'm gonna try to redefine it. If it doesn't work, I'm just gonna paint over. All right, I think this is good. Like that. Okay, like that. Okay, I think this is pretty dry. I can paint over it. I'm gonna get some brown, all right? Brown, and then yellow, and then, okay, I think this is good. I'm gonna add white, like this color. I hope you can see that. And I'm just gonna glaze some areas right here, like that. Very minimal glazing. We don't wanna overdo this step. Okay, up to here, like that. And here. Okay, like that. Okay, I'm gonna wash my brush out, and I think I'm just gonna fix this area. It looks a little weird. Okay. And then using some watered down white, let's make some more water movement from the distance. Like that. And I really want to create now the detailing on the water. I think I'm gonna bring up the curtain. Can you wait, guys? I'm just gonna fix something. So yeah, I just brought up the curtain because the sun has already set, I believe. So I'm gonna make use of the afternoon light, the advantage of it. So I'm gonna detail the waters. I'm gonna use pure white this time. And in the same manner when we did the initial detailing right here, in the same manner I'm going to apply some detailing. So I'm gonna get my pure white, and you have to be patient with this step. You know, I'm not that patient when it comes to things like this, small detailing, but I'm just gonna go for it. No rush. And later we will be doing some shadowing. Okay, the water still have no shadow, so later we will be adding some shadows. I'm thinking about using palette knife for the foams, but I think my pointy brush will do the job for me. I don't need to use my palette knife. Maybe I will, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I can always change my mind, but just have your palette knives ready so that when I finally decide to use it, it's just right there beside you if you're painting along with me. So as you can see, the pure white really pops out against the gray color that we initially applied. Okay, you know, bugs are all over my where I paint because I'm very near my plants. That's why. Okay, there's some. Sorry about that. Okay. And definitely I will add more rocks later. We just did the rocks to identify where they are gonna go, but we'll be adding more rocks to add more interest to this painting. All right, I'm gonna allow that first to dry. We'll be doing more detailing later, but I think I'm gonna glaze some areas. So using my white, okay. Using my white, I'm gonna add tiny bit of green and then yellow and then more white. Maybe tiny bit of burnt sienna. I don't want it to be super green. And I'm gonna use this to highlight this area. I'm allowing the colors to kind of mix with the highlight. It's all about control. It's all about control. Okay, now I think I'm gonna add some shadows to the waters because I feel like the waters look a little weird. I'm gonna get my brown and then black. Okay, and I think more brown than black. And I'm gonna use this to just outside the outlining. Sorry guys. I'm gonna outline the waters. And even the rocks. I'm gonna use more black this time. All right. I'm gonna allow first the paint to dry. I'm gonna glaze this area with some light colors. I'm gonna get my white, okay? And then I'm just gonna highlight this area. Almost dry brushing. I'm not really painting over the sand color, but I'm trying to lighten the color by adding some white to it. Okay, again, with some white, I'm gonna add some water effects near the shore or on the shore. Okay, I'm gonna use this square brush to get some burnt sienna. and I want to add some browny color near the shore, or I mean on the shore, not near the shore. It's the shore, so right, like that. All right, I'm gonna wash my brush out, and again using my square brush, I'm gonna add more detailing. Okay, some yellowy colors. And then some brown. So everything is just a combination of everything on my palette. Now we're going to detail even further the waters. I'm gonna use my square brush to detail it even more. I don't know, I'm gonna use my palette knife or my square brush. I think I'm gonna use my palette knife, or yeah, I think I'm gonna use my palette knife. I'm gonna dab it onto my white, and I'm gonna use the back of my palette knife. I'm not absolutely sure how this is going to turn out, but all I'm sure of is that palette knives help in achieving what they call this, foam textures. Actually, some blue paint is mixing, but I don't mind. I can always, okay, some blue paint is mixing, so I'm gonna apply it quite gently. I'm gonna add more white. Okay, now I'm gonna add some gray color because I feel like it needs more depth. Okay, I mean my shoreline. This is shoreline. Maybe, yeah, I need more depth right here. Like that. Yeah, I like it even better. I hope it's not too dark. Okay, I'm gonna turn on the light. All right, because I feel like it's too dark. I'm forming shadows, but you're not gonna see it anyway. So I think I'm just gonna fix the rocks. Then there will be small rocks. Alright. I'm gonna wash my brush out. I'm gonna get just pure yellow. And then some light browns. Okay, I'm applying some more depth. I can really go crazy over doing the rocks, guys. I can really do that whole day. Okay, I'm gonna get more white. I need to highlight the right side. Okay, I'm gonna go over the shadows that we did. We don't want to erase the shadows, but we want to lighten the harshness of the lines. We don't want super hard lines because nature really don't have, nature really doesn't have that hard lines outlining them. And then I'm gonna go and glaze it this way. The horizon line and the water to suggest some blurriness from the distance. Again, you don't want to delete the horizon line. We want to make sure that it's still there, only that we are going to remove the harshness of the lines. I hope I'm making sense, guys. Especially this area. It's more lighted. It's more lighted or it's more bright this side. Not lighted. I'm also glazing some rock portions quite randomly. It need not be in any particular manner. I want to make some more highlights. You can actually tell that this is obsession over, but I don't mind, I don't mind. I hope you can still see my painting. Yeah, I think this is good, right? This is good, this is good. Okay, and then I'm just going to define this. So you can actually obsess over the detailing as much as you want. You can do that. It's just that I want to finish this really well, at least as far as I'm concerned. If you don't find this okay, it's up to you. You can correct your own paintings, but this is how I'm gonna do it, even if I'm not on a video. More detailing. Oops. Did I just lost, oops. Oh my gosh. I just lost control of my brush. That's not very normal. I just lost control over my brush. I hope you can still see it. All right, you can still see it. Okay. So I'm just applying some shadows for dimension. Then some unevenness right here. Okay. Yeah, I think this is nice, guys. I'm gonna add white to some areas. Right. So I think this is done, guys. I think this is done. I have to sign this now because this is all good. Okay. I just said this is done, but then I keep on adding more. Right. Okay. So I think this is done. Oh my gosh, so good. I'm gonna sign this now. We only spent an hour for this one. I think I'm gonna sign. I don't want to sign here because it's nice. I'm gonna sign right here. And I think we're done, guys. We're done. So I hope you enjoy this one. This is a different type of seascape that I've done. And I hope you like this one. And I hope you do this one as well. So if you're doing this, let me know in the comment section below. Or if you've done this, painting along with me, tag me on your social media posts, whether it be in, on Instagram or on Facebook or any other social media. Just tag me or let me know in the comment section below. Like this video, share this with your friends, let them know that I exist. See you in my next video, guys. I hope you like this one. Love you.